Today being seen as a moment of truth for the French Prime Minister. Walk us through what's going to happen.
Well, as you outlined, this morning he will be presenting his budget to his cabinet as well as President Macron. And then this afternoon he'll be laying out his policies, his plan for governing to the Parliament. Now, as you say, the big question is what happens with the pension reform. We expect his budget to be slightly less austere than the last couple that have been presented, but the difference likely marginal. But crucially, as you say, the Socialists have said they will pull the plug on this government. They will vote the government down. They will join the other parties voting them down if there isn't an immediate and complete suspension of the extremely unpopular pension reform forced through Parliament in 2023, as well as a commitment by this government, which is already hinted that there would be, but a commitment by this government that it will no longer resort to the 49.3 article of the Constitution that allows them to force bills through Parliament without a majority. Now, of course, the Élysée Palace said on Friday, when Sébastien Lecornu was reappointed to the office of Prime Minister, that he had carte blanche to do what was necessary to get France that budget by the end of the year. That said, this will be the moment of truth. Does he really have that full freedom? The pension reform was, of course, Emmanuel Macron's baby. He was willing to fight for it with his teeth. So the question will really be, did he have that freedom? Has he chosen to use it to go there? And as such, will his government live to see another few days?
Well, this government did already survive longer than the last one, didn't it, Antonia? More than 14 hours. But there are votes of no confidence that have already been tabled.
Well, as you say, one from the far right, one from the radical left. And in terms of the parties that are already committed to voting no confidence, you have those two. You also have the Greens and the Communists and a group of dissident Republicans closely aligned with the far-right National Rally. Between them, they lack about 25 votes for the government to be overthrown tomorrow evening. Those votes could, of course, come from the Socialist Party if they're not satisfied with what they hear this afternoon. There are some within the Socialist Party who are more gung-ho about following that, about voting down the government, others much less. But they would, of course, likely lose a lot of credibility if they don't follow through on applying following through on the threats they've made of toppling the government if the concessions aren't given.
Okay, Antonia Kerrigan will be following it all for us throughout the day. For now, so thanks very much indeed, Antonia Kerrigan, there at the Élysée Palace.